Hello, Sarah back with you again for the fifth and final instalment of our beginners course. I hope you've enjoyed it so far, and today we're going to go over a lot of those exercises that we've already done over the past 4 sessions, and I've got a couple of new ones thrown in there for you as well. So we're just going to start sitting up nice and tall, and we're going to just do some nice deep breathing. So I want you to practice that breathing through the nose, expanding through that rib cage there, and obviously put your hands there if you wish, and expand into those rib cage on your inhale, and then as we exhale, we're drawing those abdominals up, drawing the pelvic floor up and the abdominals in as we do so. So nice inhale, and then an exhale. Kind of a long, nice long drawn out exhale. Try not to lift the shoulders, we're just expanding around the rib cage. Lovely, just give me one nice big last one. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to take it to a bit of neck mobility, so we're just going to take our head side to side. So we're staying nice and tall for the duration of this. We're going to take the ear to the shoulder. Remembering we're reaching up and over, we're not trying to round that ear to the shoulder. So again, we're sitting nice and tall. And then we'll take it all the way round, so take that chin to your chest, nice and slowly, all the way back round. And then reverse it. And bring back to the centre. Now I want you just to do some shoulder shrugs. So you're just going to bring those shoulders up to the ears and let them shrug back down again. So inhale and then exhale, shrug. We're still staying nice and tall, so try not to shrug the whole body down when we're doing that. Inhale. And one last one. Okay, now we're going to take our arm, take it over, and again, reaching up and over. Keep those bum cheeks both on the ground. Last one. And then we're going to take it into that twist, so we're just going to rotate, go around, look behind you. Cat watching us. Lovely, last one each side. And relax it there. Okay, we're going to take it onto our backs. So roll yourself down. Okay, so whilst we're here, get those feet hip width apart again. And we're just doing that pelvic tilt. So we're just pushing that back into the mat and arching up the other way, so you've got your little arch. So tilting back and forth, keeping the tailbone on the ground there. Okay, then we find our neutral spot in between those middle bits. Nice flat pelvis, flat abdominals. Okay, and we're going to do our hip opener and leg slide. So staying on your left side to start with, we're going to open that leg out and lengthen it along the mat. Rotate it in, slide it back in. I'm going to just take my socks off and see whether that actually makes it a little bit easier on this mat. Okay, so open it out, lengthen it down, and slide it in, slide it back in. It's a little bit easier. Keep that right side nice and still. This hip bone is not, or the hip is not coming off the ground. And the legs are not going out to the side either. One last one on that side. Okay, take it over to the other side. Open out, lengthen down. So your foot is tracing a straight line. It's not going off on an angle. It's going straight forward. And it traces that same line as it comes back again. Okay, keeping that pelvis nice and still. And let it move. Good. Last one. Back in. Okay, we'll take it into those tabletops. So we're going to exhale as we do our imprint, draw those abdominals in, lift a leg, lift the other leg, lower back down, lower back down, and release that stomach. Okay, so lift, lift, lower, lower, and release. Okay. And I think I mentioned before in terms of the breath, so you've got the option of exhale for both, inhale for both. Or if you would prefer, so we're going to switch legs this time. So we're going to lift on an inhale, sorry, an exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, okay, and then release. So exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Now it all depends on the pace of your normal breathing pattern. So go with which one works for you. Okay, we'll just do one last one. Lovely. Okay, we're going to take it into our ab preps. So we're going to have our hands behind our head. And we're going to just nod our head. And then exhale, as we lift up, we're drawing those abdominals in. And then back down again. Nod, lift, we're looking through those knees. And then back down again. Keep those elbows nice and wide as well. Try not to use them to pull your head in. Okay, we'll do one last one. So from here we're going to try a roll-up, which is our new one. Okay, so this can be quite challenging. So I'm going to show you the full version, which is with our legs out and our arms out. Okay, and we're going to go from here to seated. So we inhale as we take our arms overhead, and then we exhale as we draw the abdominals in and curl ourselves upwards, and then we're reaching forwards, okay? And then we inhale, and we exhale as we curl ourselves all the way back down again, arms overhead. Now, that can be quite challenging for a lot of people. So some tips here are you can push through your heels when you're coming up. Okay, that sometimes helps. Sometimes you might just need to have your legs bent. So again, we're doing the same thing, pushing up and reaching over. I personally find it easy with the legs straight, but you might find it easy with the legs bent. If you still have trouble, then what you're going to do is keep those legs bent. You're going to come up to as far as you can get, and then you're going to grab behind your legs, and then pushing those legs away from you, you're going to kind of curl up. Try and do it nice and slowly if you can. Okay. And you're going to make, all of you are going to make sure that you're going down nice and slowly. So we sit upright and we're curling, we're drawing the abdominals in, we're going down, 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 and all the way overhead. Okay. So have a go with whichever one you feel is right for you. So we exhale as we come up. So again, it's that kind of forceful exhale. It's like really drawing those abdominals and pelvic floor in to really help you get up. Okay. So I want you to try and do it without momentum. So you could quite easily probably do, well, some people can, really kind of yanking yourself forward with a big breath. But I really want you to try and think about going up with a little bit more control if you can. But okay, so if you're finding it really difficult, as I say, try doing that version. But if that's too much even then, I want you to take it back to that kind of half roll back, where you're going to curl through to about there, and then we're curling forward. So you're doing part of that move that we're doing with the full exercise, okay? So just rocking forward and back. So do whichever works for you. Okay, so I'm just going to do one more, and then we're going to come up and sit upright. Reaching forward. Okay, all right. Okay, so we're going to go into a spine twist now. So you're going to have your feet, so your legs outstretched. Okay, again, I want you to be sitting nice and tall. So if you can't sit tall, you can cross those legs, or you can sit on a block. Okay, but I want that back nice and straight. So we're going to start with our hands behind our head. So this is all for our obliques and the rotation of our spine. So we're going to start here, and we're going to exhale as we twist around. So we're going to twist and bring it back in again. Twist and bring it back in again. Okay, so exhale as we twist around, bring it back in. But we're staying nice and tall each time, so we're not kind of slumping and twisting around, okay? Okay, you're next going to take your arms out to the side, and we're going to do a similar thing in terms of the twist. I'm just going to come to the side. So we're sitting tall, and we're going to go a little way, and then we come back a little bit. We go a little bit further, and then we come back a bit. And then we go as far as we can with that twist, and then we bring it all the way back to the start. Okay, so it's like kind of 3 little pulses, and it's an exhale as we do that. So it's a and in, and in. So we're keeping nice and tall. It's like you're trying to lift up, somebody's lifting you by the hair, and each one you're doing, you're getting taller. Last one each side. And last one. And relax it. And like with the saw that we did yesterday, if you're feeling it in those hip flexors, then you want to probably put your feet together and just have a little bit of a butterfly. Okay. Right. So our next one is another new one. And this is a rolling one, okay? So this is not for everybody. Again, if you really, really don't like this one, go for the roll-ups or for our half roll backs again, okay? So it's all about that kind of curvature of the spine. So for this one, we're going to do, it's called a rolling like a ball. So we're going to sit up straight, and then you're going to tilt through that pelvis, so you've got your little C curve, okay? And then you're going to lift those feet off the ground, and you have your whole back is almost curved around, so imagine this is a ball. Okay, so we've got those feet pointed, and what we're doing here is we're going to roll back on our inhale, and then exhale, using that strength of the breath, drawing in of the abdominals and the pelvic floor, and we're using that to pull ourselves back into the center. Okay, so we inhale as we go back, and then we exhale. And the idea is that we don't come and plunk our feet forward. Okay, so it's again about that control. So inhale. Lovely. So really draw the abdominals in, try and curve through that spine. And again, this one is very much a fine line between control and momentum. Because again, like with our jerking up of the roll up, you could easily kind of chuck yourself and you can throw yourself forward, but that's not what I want. Okay, I want you to really think about just being nice and controlled. Inhale and then exhale as we come forward. Okay, one last one. and relax it there. Good, excellent. So we're going to go on to our back, we're going to go into our one leg circle. So lying down on our back, we're going to lengthen out our left leg, right leg's going to come up in the air with our pointed toe. So we're going to keep that pelvis nice and neutral, not moving side to side. And we're going to inhale as we take it over to the left and then round on our exhale. Inhale, exhale. Again, as I said in previous session, you want to be doing a pause at the top. You want to inhale to start, exhale for the second bit. And it's all about, again, about that control and keeping this pelvis nice and still. So the bigger that you get them, the harder it's going to be to control it. So go, just do your little small ones if you need to. Right, we're going to take it outwards. So you're going to exhale as you go out. Inhale, round. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. One last one. And then just grab that leg, just bring it in. We always like to have a bit of a hamstring stretch at this point. And you can just do a little bit of a foot circle as well. Okay, the other way. Okay, now lengthen that right leg along the ground. Lift that left leg. Don't worry if there is a little bit of a bend in your leg. You don't have to be like poker straight. But it's just as long as it doesn't, you're not just doing your circle from your knee. That's all I'm concerned about here. Okay, so keep those hips nice and still. Take it over to the right first. You're doing your clockwise. So inhale over, exhale, finish. We push in with this left side to stay nice and stable. One last one. And then we'll reverse. So exhale, inhale. Good. Excellent. One last one. And grab that leg again and do your little ankle circles. The other way. Okay. All right. Bend those legs and we're going to go into our single leg stretch. So we're going to take those legs up into our tabletop, okay, and then we're going to nod our head, we're going to lift up, and then we're going to lengthen out on our exhale, and then inhale switch. Sorry, there's this big light shining on me here, suddenly got very sunny. Hopefully you can still see what I'm doing there. So again, keeping nice and still on the pelvis. Exhale as we lengthen out. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and bring those knees in. Okay. Right. We're going to go for those obliques again. So, as we've said before, you can just do the upper body. Just do our twist. You can do your knees, bring in, or you can do the full thing with your legs up. Okay. So which ones work for you there? So keeping the elbows nice and wide, and we're doing a nice big rotation round. Okay. Okay. 3, 2, and 1. Bring these knees in. Okay, right, so we're going to go for a double leg stretch this time. So we're just doing the singles, those ones. We're going to do some double legs. So we're just going to do the lower body part. There is an upper body part as well, but for this one we are just practicing the bottom part. So you can pop your thumb and forefinger just to the side of either side of your bum cheeks. And we're going to have our legs up in our tabletop. So again, we've got that imprint, obviously. And we're going to exhale as we lengthen those legs away from us. And then inhale, bring them back in. And you can bring them in a little bit closer if you wish. You don't have to stick them to the right angles. We can bring them in. Okay.
And the aim of the game here is to get your legs as low as you can, but without letting that back lift up and losing that stomach control, okay? So you're ideally aiming for a kind of parallel to the floor, just hovering off the floor and coming back in again. I appreciate as beginners, I'm not expecting that. So go to where you feel is comfortable. So it's a nice exhale as we go out, and then inhale back in. So just maybe try going a little bit lower each time and just see where it is that your kind of biting point is. I'll go for one more. And relax there, bring those knees in if you need to. Okay, so the next one is our rollover prep. So we can either have our knees in our tabletop and we can put our hands on our knees and we're pushing our knees into our hands and then releasing. So we squeeze and then we release. Squeeze and release. Okay. You can do that, or you can have your legs crossed and we're just doing that little lift without them lifting up off the mat. Again, trying to be controlled with that lowering down and trying not to just go and fling ourselves up, okay? So nice and controlled. Breathe. Oh, my back's making very funny noises. I do apologise. That is my back, by the way. Last one. And relax. Right, so we're going to go on to our fronts now. So we're going to do our heel squeeze pro. So, actually we'll do our breaststroke. So, you've got two different options today for our breaststroke prep. So, remember we've got our feet hip width apart. And we've got our option of either having our hands down by the side that we did last session, where we're lifting up and reaching. If you want to take it up a notch, you can also put your hands on the ground and you're just going to put your head on your forehead on your hands, and then lift as though they're glued together. So we're lifting as we're lengthening and then back down again. So exhale and inhale. So remembering to draw our abdominals in again. So you can either do that, if that's not comfortable, which I have to admit I'm not that keen on that one, but it's personal preference. If you prefer, we do this one. And last one. And lower down. Okay, and then we are going to have our hands underneath our head. We're going to go into our heel squeeze pro. So this is where we've got our legs wide, we bring our heels together and we're squeezing them. Okay, so we're relaxing that upper body, the shoulders, neck, everything gets nice and relaxed. Head on the hands, and we exhale as we squeeze those heels together and then release on our inhale. So exhale, squeeze, get that tightness of the thumb there, and then inhale, relax. Keep those shoulders relaxed as well. Draw those abdominals in as well so we're not pushing in with them and getting any pain in our lower back. In our last sessions, you may have worked out which glute is potentially the weaker one. So make sure that you're really kind of pushing in with that one, that side, if you can, to really get that glute working. And one more. Okay, and relax it down. Come on up and just give me a child's pose. So I'll choose like over. Child's pose or a shell stretch, whichever. Sorry. Okay, right. We're going to go into a shoulder bridge again. So rolling it back onto our bums, onto our backs even. Okay, so let's just do some regular ones to start with. So we're just lifting and lowering. So we've got those feet hip width apart, and we're pushing through with the whole of the foot, squeezing those glutes at the top. So we'll exhale and inhale, exhale and inhale. Okay. And then we're going to stay up for the next one. Hold it up there. So we'll do some little heel lifts. Keep the bum lifted. Keep the hips level. Go 3, 2, and 1. And lower it down. Okay. So then we're going to go, you can go into, we're going to lift, so we're going to go into our full leg lifts next. Okay, so you're going to lift up into leg lift bridge, keep those glutes switched on, and then we're going to lift one leg and the other. Another one, and another one, and then we lower back down. Okay, so we lift up, squeeze those glutes, keep them nice and level. 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. As I said previously, if that is too much, go back to just doing the heel lifts when you're not lifting your whole foot off the ground. I want you to feel comfortable with squeezing those glutes and keeping these hips level. So don't let them tilt at all. Okay, and lower it down. Great. Okay, so we're just going to do a little bit of a stretch there. So you're going to pop your foot over your leg, and you're just going to grab through. So just a quick stretch. Outer thigh there. Lovely. Okay, then you switch legs. Round. Good. All right. Take it. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Very happy about that. Right. Okay. So we're going to come up to a spine stretch forward, and so we want to kick there. I'll come to that one next. So this one we're sitting up nice and tall, and we are just curling through our spine. So I'll actually go on the side. So we're having that nice imaginary wall behind us, or obviously sit against the wall if you so wish. And then we're going to take our chin to our chest, roll ourselves down, roll those abdominals in, reach ourselves forward. Inhale at the bottom there, and then exhale as you curl up from the belly, curl it all the way back up to the top. Okay, so the head, the ears are right on top of the shoulders. Put the chin down again. Exhale as we're walking our hands forward. Inhale to hold. Exhale as we curl it back up again. Okay, so we'll do one last one. So trying not to bend further back with the bottom of the back. And that's done. Okay, so we are going to take it onto our sides. I'm going to have to be over this side and be partially off my mat. So we're going to be in our nice long line. Okay, so remembering that we've got all of our like our hips, our knees, and our shoulders all stacked. We're lengthening that top leg away, so we've got that kind of waist lift. We have our hand stabilising ourselves. So we're going to go through the full 5 all in a row this time. So if you remember, we did the first 2 together, and then we did the other 3 in our last session. So we're going to do all of them together. So you're going to breathe in as you point the toe, and then flex on your exhale down again. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. You're going to take it into the little circles. So she's hiding behind my back now. And the other way. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so the next one is we're going to lift one leg, and then we lift the other one to join it and lower back down. So we inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, one more, inhale, exhale. Lovely. Yeah, take it into both of them together. So we inhale, exhale. Again, we keep that waist switched on, the belly switched on. The last two. And the last one. Okay, and then final one, you've got your balance one. So obviously you can hold your hand here if you're not feeling that balance today, or you can take it onto your thigh there. So remember, we're lifting our legs both together like we were just doing, and then our upper body is doing the bit where we're just lifting the armpit area, so resting on our forearm. So we lift and reach on our inhale, exhale as we come back down. Lift and reach, think about those hips and making sure they're still stacked. Good. 2 more. And your last one. Good. Excellent. And then we're rolling it onto our front, and then we're going to come back to our other side in a second. Hopefully I've kind of been budged off my mat here. It's been taken over. Right, okay, so we're going to do our swan dive. So this is where we've got our feet about shoulder width apart, so they're a bit wider than when we do our breaststroke prep. And we've got our arms parallel to, our forearms parallel to our torso, and they're probably, the hands are somewhere between the head and the shoulder, the ears and the shoulder. And then we exhale as we push through those hands, draw the shoulders back, and we come up, drawing those abdominals in, reaching, looking forward, and then we lower back down on our inhale. Okay. So exhale, draw those shoulders back first, and then push through those hands, coming on up, stretching through the front of that body, lengthening through the legs. Those glutes are activating. And again, lifting up. So you're looking at the ground, 1 metre or so in front of you. And then your last one. Squeeze those glutes. Move it down. And then you're going to push yourself up. And again, come into a child's pose or a shell stretch, whichever you fancy. Or a cat stretch with that. This one should be demoing that one. Should be relaxing. Okay, so we're going to take it over to the other side for our leg lift. So you're going to join us. It's being rude. I'm having to go back to you. Okay, so again, lengthening out. So make sure that we're all stacked. We've got that leg lengthened away from us. You've got your hand in, as a support. So we inhale with our pointed foot, exhale with our flex. Inhale, exhale. So really pointing, really pushing through that heel. And one more. Okay, then we lift it to about shoulder height, hip height, and we do our little circles. Keep nice and stable on those hips. And then we'll reverse. And remember it. Okay, next one, we're going to lift, lift, and lower. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Lovely. And one more. So down. Okay, then we're going to go into our doubles. Oh, that sun's getting so bright, blinding me. I've got a nice ghost face now. Lovely. And one last one of those. Okay, and then we're taking that hand, we're popping that hand on the thigh, and we're doing our lift and reach. So lift up, reach that hand towards the toes, reach, inhale, reach, exhale, down. Good. And one last one. And relax it there. Brilliant.
Well, I hope you enjoyed doing all 5 of those together. So our final bit, I just want to do a little bit of a stretch out for our thighs, our glutes, and a bit of rotation. I'm actually going to turn this way so you can, my face isn't blotted out. Okay, so for this we're going to do a pigeon stretch. So you're going to bring your leg, so take one leg out and the other one comes up towards you, right in the centre of your body, and then your leg, kind of your heel, comes almost underneath your hip there, and lower that leg down. Okay, so you're going to stretch out here, so you can stay up here. If you're feeling the stretch down the side of your bum, your glute, and you're fine here, and you can feel it there, stay there. If you want a bit more of a stretch, by all means go down a bit. You can rest your head on the floor if you wish. So we're going to stay here, just hold it. Just take a few nice deep breaths. Okay. And then you're going to open out and twist around and look in the direction of your knee. So if your right knee's underneath you, twist into your right. And then we'll switch it over. So curl the toe under, step back, bring the other one forward, and come underneath. Again, you can stay up here if you want. So we're aiming for that stretch all the way kind of around the side here. Probably get a bit in your inner thigh as well. Just kind of relaxing into this position. If this is too uncomfortable, then your figure 4 stretch on your back that we did after our glute exercises, that does a kind of similar thing. Okay, and we need to open out over our knee again. Hold. And lower it down. Bring it back into the centre. And just come to seated. Sitting up nice and tall again. We're just going to take a nice deep breath in as we lift up. Exhale as we come down. Inhale up. And exhale down. And one more. And exhale down. Well, I just want to say thank you very much for joining me for the last 5 sessions. I hope you've enjoyed them. If you have any questions about any of the moves, please let me know. If there's anything, that you're not feeling it where I'm saying you're feeling it, if it doesn't feel right or it's just too easy, let me know and I will do my best to try and help you get the right feeling. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, give me thumbs up if you did. I'd love to hear anybody's feedback, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you again at something else. Hopefully I will get I'll be able to move on and do some more intermediate and advanced sessions in the future if anybody wants them. So see you soon. Bye.